past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Check 4, check 4. Slam, slam, slam.
On the carry, this is Scott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. On first down, Logan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Second and 14. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Safety's creeping. Joker, 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 joker.
They'll run on first down. It's Scott, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check 43. Out, out. Check 24, check 24.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second down, Logan. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
First down, Buccaneers.
On the double. 56. Check 56. You'll get this boy.
On first down, Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call now. But that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Here's Scott. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's get off the field.
61, matchbox, lights.
Crunch. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Let him know, let him know.
Hey, Monday.
Switch.
You draw corkers.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Behind, step, wait. Ready.
I got it. SOS, SOS.
Come red.
SOS, SOS, SOS. Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54.
Now a give, right side. Scott.
Check 99.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That's trash. That's trash. Check your hot read.
You're over here, you're over here.
Under 10, 10. Big Ed.
On 3rd down, it's Scott. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th.
Monday.
Mike 4.
Really high.
Mike 4.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll set them back 5. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. He's coming. We got double up. Slam. Yes.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Boston Scott with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Hey, come on. It's our time.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Logan. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Come on, set. Set the ending. Watching the clock. Hey, watch the screen. You got to go.
On 1st and 10, Logan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Scott. Tackle made by Justin Evans.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 46-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
54. Here we go, D. Hatchet. Check.
They'll try the left side. Scott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Shift.
They'll try the left side. It's Scott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Check 52.
A red zone first down for Flacco. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Rewind.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Forced out to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Roger, 5-0.
They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Lucky. Check.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And that will make this a 19-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. To throw on 2nd down. Logan under pressure again, and down he goes again. Devin Bush able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Check 6 guys.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Logan looking downfield for Godwin. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence, that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Block it.
Tight go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Rewind. Hey, wahoo.
On 2nd and 7, Flacco. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Look at the hot set. Wait. Hey, high 7.
Get in the weight room.
Pretty high.
Passing play, Flacco. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that one ups the lead to 22-0. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Check safety.
A final shot before break. Logan. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, it's Murray, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 20.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Logan, he's going to look deep for Perriman. And for a 3rd time, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Yellow, yellow.
It's now 2nd and 6.
General West.
26-yard line.
Monday. That's left. Go. Gun.
Watch the run. Mike Ford. Watch us left.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Flacco. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Let's go now. All day, pump. Shit. What? Switch it.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he is met quick. In the backfield, down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Logan under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Devin Bush in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Oh, and Elliott has pushed it to the right. It is no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give right side. Scott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go again with Scott. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Here's Flacco. That is incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, we got tight ends left. 3 down.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
He's checking. Crash. Whip. Watch the whip. Mike, 4. It's a party now. What?
Barely got that snap off. Flacco now. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Flacco now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Monday.
Watch the ship.
Once more, it's Flacco. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Flacco. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Boston Scott with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They run with Murray. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Check, 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 check. You got tight. You got tight right there. Deuce, throw. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
To throw on 3rd down. Logan, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out.
Check, 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 check.
They'll run on 1st down. Scott. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
From the gun, Logan. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Logan. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Being chased out left. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
Check, wait, 20.
Check three.
Nice.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball.
Flacco now on fourth. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
we've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, Logan. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On first down, it's Scott. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So the victory here for Seattle